Greetings, dear ones. Happy Friday again. This is Friday, the 27th of March, and we in the United States in I think it's our second week of stay at home. And I hope you all are finding ways to get out into this gorgeous spring. Everything is blossoming. My magnolia tree, which usually blossoms and is gone very, very quickly, has actually stayed open and getting a little faded at this point, but all week long, for over a week, as a matter of fact, which is very unusual. So nature is giving us signs. The earth is giving us signs. Animals are giving us signs, all of which are going to be included in today's meditation practice. Um, I know that some people are watching very closely. We're actually in the process of our Senate and Congress voting a stimulus bill through. And so that's going to be put in the pot today as something to um, add in your sense of creation of how you want this world to be. This situation we all find ourselves in is a pause, a very long pause, a period of slowdown for so many that we can actually take stock of ourselves, our lives, individually, nationally, and globally. How do we want this world to be? We all each have such amazing creation abilities. Physics is constantly informing us and finding more and more evidence of how we are so interconnected in and through the universe, through what has been identified as the Higgs field, Higgs, you can look it up, field. And this field runs through and in and as everything. And we are so much a part of that. And it is our consciousness. Again, physicists have been writing and speaking about and showing the ways in which our consciousness is actually deciding and creating and designing this universe in which we live. And that's a very, very important thing. It's a very empowering thing to realize that you have a direct effect on how this universe continues, how our world is going to be. This isn't a question of right and wrong, good or bad, Republican or Democrat, um, poor and rich. All of those aspects of our planet, part of our daily physical, emotional, and mental lives. That's the game. That is what this whole project, Universal, you can look at it from that perspective or look at it from the global perspective. That is what we've been exploring as souls. That is what we've been studying. That is what we have been flavoring from one end of the continuum to the other, is duality and separation. And we have various teachers around the world for the past 10 years have been indicating that we have made a shift. And my guidance is directly from the ancients, a council of beings who I've been working with for close to 2 decades. And the information that I've been receiving again is that we are in a process of evolution, a very large leap of evolution, meaning that we are going from one stage of this dualistic experience to another level of the dualistic experience, but in a very, very short period of time and a very, very large leap. In other words, you can liken it to a child of, say, 13, 14, who is just beginning to be aware that what their actions do has a direct effect on them, whether they do their schoolwork or not. It is not a question of mommy telling me what to do, mommy and daddy telling me what to do, but I want to do this because I can see how this is going to affect. So, at 13, 14, we're just beginning to be aware of that and start to feel that. And by, hopefully, again, I'm speaking in the ideal, hopefully by around 18, 19, 20, 21, we're really stepping into that responsibility of what we do, what we choose is how we will live our lives, what we will receive, what we will obtain, what we will accomplish. So to go from 13, 14 to like 2021 all in one leap is big. It's a big, big, big jump, and in a very short period of time. Could we evolve to that stage over several hundred years? Yes. But my guidance, my information has been that this is taking, or we have chosen to do this leap in a couple of generations. So that means that if you are here on the planet at this time, you're a major player in this process of evolution, no matter what level you are working it at. You are here, you are significant, you are important, and you do play a part. And so today we're really going to be focusing on how to drop in to your inner verse and create from there the world that you want to live in, personally and globally. So it's no accident. It's very, very key that the United States government is voting today on this bill. It is a choice of going the old way, filling the coffers of those that already have advantages and opportunities and resources, versus actually in a democratic way distributing resources and wealth to everyone according to, yes, according to their means, according to their ability to make money, etc. And I'm not talking about socialism. I'm talking about a way of looking at the world, a perspective of either the old pyramidal structure, where a very few, a very small group at the top hold the power, the control, and the majority of resources, and oppress, dominate the masses, or that structure actually falling down, not so much tumbling this way, but because that base of that pyramid, us, we the people, choose to widen our scope of ability, or widen our scope of creation, widen our realization of our choice in the world. And as that pyramid base gets wider and wider and wider, that top kind of falls down into the rest. And is that going to be perfect equality between everyone financially and opportunity wise? No. We're not set up for a one-stop shop of everyone being the same. But it does mean that there is freedom in our world. It does mean that there is unity in our diversity. it does mean that we have more concern and caring for one another and the earth and nature, that we realize that we are all in this together. And that's one of the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful awarenesses and opportunities that this um, I think I saw a hashtag alone together. There's many variations on that. But how do we stay connected? There are families being um, just sorry, my heart, I get so emotional. There are families that are being separated by this. I can't go and hug and play with and talk to face my family, the people that I love. And I know there are so many others that are in this situation. How do we stay connected? How do we reach out and maintain that loving, caring, or even extend it even further to those that we don't possibly know? You know, whether it be our neighbors, our community, what can you do? I, can't get in there and volunteer in the hospitals like I'd like to and do energy healing there. So I'm offering free 30-minute healings every single day to the rest of the month at the very least. Probably will extend that, particularly to all first responders, all medical personnel, anyone in the healthcare field, the groceries, uh, pharmacies, truckers, delivery people, anybody you know. I'm asking you to get the word out. It's just, or anyone who's really lost their income and is terrified of how they're going to make it. There are so many people I know that are sole entrepreneurs or have their own practice, massage therapists, salon stylists, etc. So I'm really opening that up to a half an hour at the very least to get you a little bit over a hump, or when things are really, really scary or very, very infuriating, or you're losing patience with the kids that are home, whatever, please give me a call or PM me on Facebook so that we can set up staggered appointment times, or rather appointment times throughout the 12:30 to 3 o'clock hour, Monday through Friday. I'm offering this right now at the very least. So when you may just connecting on the other side of the world. The wonder of the internet is that we can maintain connection. I have a lot of friends overseas, and trying to check in with them and have them check in to let me know how they're doing. There's all kinds of wondrous things that people are doing in Italy to stay connected, whether it's getting out on their balconies and singing or making music, or I saw a picture of people putting out their flag today, all on their balconies. There are so, so, so many ways. And there are so many people that are feeling this right now. How can you bring forward some of your gifts in any way? If you have any skills, people who play an instrument or know anything about music, to go on and offer, how do you hold a guitar, how do you start a drumming. I know there's people who have been listening to this video that are musicians, and people need to know. I don't know how to do certain things. I got an instrument a little while ago called a hung. You can maybe see it. Nope, it's on that side. Oh, but that side right there, that little yellow thing. It makes a beautiful sound. I might invite it to join us today. But there are so many ways that each of us can help. I'm just looking down at my notes to see where some of the other information I brought in. So, again, today I think is a very strong choice point. And I think that we are going to focus on that today in our healing meditation. And those of you who have worked with me or have participated in any of my workshops or classes, and certainly in these um, Friday Facebook Lives, know that my work is very alchemical, meaning that there are a lot of different sources and resources that come together at any given point in time, be it on a single day or be it over a week period, or 2 weeks, when we can really see that collective consciousness. In other words, what aspect, what psycho-emotional or psycho-spiritual aspect we are working on as a species. And there's a lot of things that kind of go into the soup of this, or as the alchemists from old used to have, under a crucible, some kind of container. So we create a container with this practice energetically, and we also put in all the different teachers, guides, information, etc., that has been coming forth to help us. So right now, the animal teacher mouse has been very apparent for quite a few people, quite a few of my clients and friends that I know. And certainly for me, I have Callie, my kitty, has been posted at 2 different spots in the house, just sitting there waiting, watching them to come in. And I'm sorry, a little technical thing happened. So a mouse as a symbol can certainly stand for what my teaching in Native American studies has been, is to look at the details, is very detail oriented, and seeing all of the things that need to be put in place and their rightful place. Some of the other meanings that I discovered as I was doing research was the ability to protect oneself from predators. Now, we can see that in our individual lives with people who are tending to, cause harm emotionally to us or mentally. And I'm bringing in a population of children today with that in mind. I have had so many clients over the years that have experienced absolutely nightmarish home lives. And with this stay-at-home order, we have so many different families who are actually full of abuse and danger and harm, physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually. And they have no choice but to be in those homes. School was oftentimes their only respite. So they're definitely being brought in today as a way to hold that is part of this evolutionary process, that will be evolved out of our society, out of our human behavior and nature, that we do no harm to children, that children are put first in whatever decisions and choices we make. And so Mouse is certainly helping us with that information today. Another note of Mouse was that it often symbolizes running away from problems or hiding from challenges. Now, again, in this time of slowdown and out of our normal routines and the speed and hustle and bustle, we're really able to see some of the challenges and problems that we know are there, but because of all that we have to do in our lives, we kind of shove it aside. So now is a really good time to look at how you would like to change something maybe in your own personality or your own behavior. And there are plenty of classes out there. I'm here, in any way I can. I'm greatly reducing, putting on sliding scale all my sessions and encouraging people, if only an hour, to, get together and really see how to shift and change some of those things that under normal circumstances we find no time to do. So one of the last things that mouse indicates is always being a victim. And up until now, throughout history, that has been very much the case, because as a population, or as the masses, we did not have power, we did not have control, and there were always lords or kings or emperors that we had to completely hand over our allegiance, our freedom, etc. And now is a completely different set of circumstances. We can be our own person. We can find our own gifts within and bring them out to the world, both for our benefit and that of the general population. So another, we don't have to be victims, even of this virus. We can take steps. We can do all within our power to prevent it, to follow the 5 suggestions of washing hands, etc. You all have heard it 1,000 times. I don't need to repeat it. But however difficult it may be to stay in our own homes, and again, I will emphasize that doesn't mean shutting yourself in with closed doors. Being out in your backyard, your front yard, going for a walk, going into some of the nature centers around, as long as you maintain that 6-foot distance from anyone else you see. Nature is safe. Nature is our companion. And it is very, very vital for our bodies, for our energy fields, to get outside in the sun, vitamin D, and breathe the fresh air. All of the lack of cars is helping. So I'm not going to go into it long, but also we have horse here as one of the major animal teachers at the very least. So it's about power, overcoming obstacles, how to carry oneself in the face of adversity, freedom, not feeling fenced in, and your ability to travel the entire universe at will from your own individual inner universe. So, and I'm not making that up, that's what I've been teaching, but that is one of the symbolism, that is one of the symbols that horse stands for. So with that, we have so much in the pot today. I invite you to please bring in whatever your observations have been, whatever guidance or any teachers or things you've been noticing in nature. Please go ahead and bring that in. Any of your worries, your concerns, your fears, all of that goes into the container, for it is part of this process, this evolutionary leap that we're going through. Nothing is excluded. We must include all aspects of duality. And when they're in this container with your individual human and divine nature, it allows for the alchemical magic the alchemical process to bring forth that is for the highest and best for you individually, for those around you, for our nation, for the planet, and beyond. So I invite you now to settle into your chairs or couch, whatever you may be feeling into, or sitting on rather. And if you feel like taking a breath or two, that's fine. But more importantly, to actually feel your body. So unlike other meditation practices you may do or have experienced, this is not about going up and out to a location outside of you, but to come down and inside of you, for therein lie all the answers, all the information, all the guidance, all the connection, all the connection with you and all parts of you, all of the interconnection between you and everything and everyone in this universe. So really allow yourself to come down and in you. And that doesn't take a whole lot of effort, but it does help if you say to yourself or out loud, I ask and I allow my body. I ask and I allow my energy field. I ask and I allow my wider self. I ask and I allow my guides and teachers and masters. I ask and I allow all aspects of me. I ask and I allow all times of me to join me here and now, assisting me to come down and inside me to my inner wisdom, my inner knowing, my inner cosmos, or as I like to call it, my inner verse. So really feeling the chair underneath you and letting the weight of you be held by that chair so that you can simply sink down and allow your skeletal structure to hold you up, enabling you to soften and feel, if you can, if you're energy sensitive, feel your energy field, which we oftentimes hold upward, to sink down ever so slowly. It takes a little bit because, like anything habitual, when you hold your energy field upward, it does take a little bit of a process to lower down into your body, enabling you to go inside you. And as always, I have and will once again in this moment invite in some of those that I work with and that are always present, whether it be in a session or in a group that I conduct. We have Michael, who is holding the space of mutual duality and our own personal safety. We have the divine feminine mothers, which includes Mother Mary, Tara, Kuan Yin, Sophia, Alma, the Great Mother, I call in and call upon Andreu to assist in discernment always. And I call in and call upon Saint Francis of Assisi and the Native American teaching of walking in beauty with an open heart. I call in and call upon Lady Gaia, letting us drop deeply into the earth of us, in conjunction and cooperation with the earth herself. I call in and call upon the elements of earth, air, fire, and water to be in exact right relationship within us. For we certainly have those elements in us physically as well as energetically. I call in and call upon the directions, the direction of the east for illumination with Brother Eagle, the direction of the west with Brother Bear for introspection, the south direction for wide-eyed wonder and playfulness and family with Brother Fox and Sister Porcupine. I call in and call upon the direction of the north with Lady White Buffalo for wisdom, patience, prayer. I call upon the direction of below, all of the inner earth beings that maintain and engineer all of the factors of this earth, physical, geological factors of the earth. I call upon the above direction with our cosmic family, our solar system, and the direction of within, so that each of you, each of us, may feel the divinity and the humanness within. I call in and call upon the ancients to show us, teach us, guide us, and remind us who we are and how we may express in the world. I call in and call upon Delphinion, the Master Gatekeeper, to open all doors, portals, and passageways that can in any way benefit you and yours, and to close tightly all doors, portals, and passageways that can in any way cause harm to you or yours. And I invoke the Supreme Council of Universal Spiritual Law to oversee all that is said, done, thought, and felt, that it be in alignment with spiritual law. And I invite each of you to call in any of your helpers, of course. And I ask that all be done in accord with the Great Earth Council and the dreamers, as we all, each and every one of us, dream in this new way of being. So just give yourself a couple minutes of kind of again softening and letting yourself feel physically or energetically inside you. And I'm going to probably continue speaking so that you know we haven't been disconnected, but you need not follow my words or concepts. Simply allow my voice to be an avenue through which, by which, you are able to sink ever more deeply down and in you, holding the desires, wishes, dreams of how you would like this world, your world, to be. Bringing in any of the attributes or qualities that you would like to be incorporated into this new way, whether that be more kindness, more awareness, more sharing, more connection. More equity, more unity in diversity, you may begin to really feel the energetics in your body, in your energy field, and just know that you are in the exact right position, location within an amazing sacred geometric. Whether you are here today or whether you are listening at some point in the future, all of these factors, all of these pieces, all of this energetic, alchemical combination, not only the things that I've cited, but your energy, your helpers, your feelings, your thoughts, your dreams, all are in this wide yet secure energetic configuration. All is welcome. All is vitally a part of and significant to this evolutionary leap of the human species. There is nothing you need do in the moment, no effort, no focus, no purpose, no intention. Simply allow, which means trusting your own inner wisdom, trusting your own energy field, trusting your own wider self, which is directly channeled from your soul, and trusting your own path and process in this adventure called Earth. Receiving, taking in the energetic that runs through everything in this universe and beyond, which is life. Life will always go on. No matter what appears to be endings, be that physical, or be that a cultural or societal structure, or be it what appears to be the end of a cycle, life will always go on in one form or another, for that is the underlying force through and in and as everything observable and invisible as well. The life force is palpable, very definitely within everything and everyone on this planet. And the more you allow yourself to feel that life force coursing through you, your body, your tissues, your cells, your organs, glands, nerves, brain, let it fill every part of you. We so often, for so many reasons, turn down the volume of our own life force. This is an opportunity to open wide that faucet, letting the life force pour through you from the earth itself, from many aspects of nature so evident as spring begins to put on her beautiful show of life. Life renewing, life regenerating, life birthing, new. And allowing the life force to pour through you from the very universe, the cosmos, the stars, the planets, the incredible energy that we see in so many structures in the cosmos, all alive with life force. Drink deeply, fully, this life force. For you are a manifestation of, container of, channel of that life force. Allow yourself to sink even more deeply into you, to sensate, experience nourish all parts of you from this life force. I'm going to just again continue to speak only for a couple minutes, holding this space for you, this place, before we begin the integration process. Another minute or so of deep drinking in, receiving, allowing, feeling, sensating experiencing that life force in and through and as and with and from you. Good. So the integration process is happening very, very gently, very, very subtly, very slowly today. So I invite you to allow, do not push yourself back, do not decide with your mind that you must open your eyes and get back to a more physical state, but instead to organically sense, feel, allow your energy field and your wider self to lead you in this process of returning to a bit more consensus reality or physical state. For each person has a very individual and unique way of doing that. And you must honor, respect, and value your own unique process. Rest assured that you will do so in your own right timing. And knowing that you can sink back into this, or rotate back into this, or float back into this, or soften back into this, whatever your way to come back into this energetic at any time you so choose. And certainly I am going to make this available. It is on Facebook. It's going to be posted on my YouTube channel, which is A Healer's Universe. And invite anyone you know that would like some boost of energy, life force, what have you, to please take advantage of the second half hour of this recording. And please utilize it yourself at any moment when things feel hectic or scary or what have you. Just drop back into this life force energetic. It will always be true to you because it is the underlying force of everything there is. I will be doing a Sunday meditation also at noon, so anyone who would like to join me, I will be doing it first here, of course, on Facebook live, and then it will be posted in on the YouTube channel. Again, remember, for anyone wanting to make some major transformation in your personal life, I am reducing all fees, all hourly fees, for those people who absolutely do not have any income right now but need some hurdle help. I am offering the half-hour sessions Tuesday through Saturday. I think I said Monday through Friday earlier. It's Tuesday through Saturday. So I encourage you to take advantage of those and watch your email for upcoming newsletter about other classes and events. In the meantime, take good care, please. Know that I am with you, for you, in service, and send you great love and honor. Be well. Bye-bye.